Peace, beautiful family. This is Danielle, and you are watching Fly Girls Manifesting. I'm here today to basically bring you guys a very special, um, very special video about how to create your dream life. Now, I know that those of you that are watching, maybe on the replay, just go through the video and stop on something that you feel like would inspire you. Um, I really would like for you guys to watch the videos all the way through, but I understand that, I appreciate you for being here. But I'm here today to tell you guys about how to create the life of your dreams based off of doing just a couple of simple things. I want you guys to be able to have a creative mindset whenever it comes to creating the life of your dreams, okay? Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you for subscribing. I talk about self-concept, the law of assumption, and many spiritual laws on this channel. And I also do a lot of free courses and a lot of free workshops. I'm one of those mindset coaches that believes that if you are meant to do one-on-one coaching with me, you will find your way to me. So a lot of the courses that I offer, they're free. I have one November 1st that I offered for free. I may do it later in the stream depending on how many people are in. I would love to offer it to a couple of people because some people are paying for it. So let's talk about how to create an amazing, dynamic, beautiful, luscious life that you absolutely love. I'm living proof that you can create the life of your dreams by simply imagining it. And I'm just going to tell you guys without bragging. There's 5 people here. Just let me know if you guys can hear me. Without bragging, I'm just going to let you guys know that I have managed to create multiple sources of income. And I do what I love every single day. And when I need to take a break, I take a break. And I make the money that I desire to make at the moment. And my income is growing. My love for everything that I do in life is growing because I'm realizing that, like, oh shit, I can speak this to existence. I'm one of those manifestors that, like, I'm learning how things work when it comes to my mind. And so I want you all who are listening, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. Just give me a second to set up what we're going to do today because this is going to be a lot of fun because I have like some pictures and stuff I want to show you guys. So I just want to let you guys know that you absolutely can create the life that you desire to have. And this is not like clickbait. I'm not trying to sell you anything at the moment because I am a businesswoman, so I'm going to sell you something. But no, that's not what today's live is about. Today's live is about imagination. It's about being creative. It's about learning how to be lighthearted about manifesting as a conscious creator, how to flirt with reality and have fun. A lot of people, oh, thank you. A lot of people are just so on edge, and I understand because of the way our world is kind of going. But I don't want you guys to forget that your life is supposed to be magical. You're supposed to wake up and have days that you are just absolutely amazed at something that you created, or you're absolutely joyful or you're supposed to have those type of days more often than not. You're not supposed to be waking up scrambling around, disheveled, and destitute, no money in your bank. It is 100% unspiritual to be broke. Because an abundant person creates abundance all around them. That means great friends, great lovers, great sex, great food, plenty of love from family. So thank you all for being here. All of my favorite people are here. That means I came on at the right time. So we're talking about creating a vision for your life. I want you guys to know that one of the main things that I'm going to be working on this channel is creating free workshops. as my business coach was like, girl, what is you trying to do? And I was like, yeah, but Spirit is telling me to like to not make people think that because you see a lot of mindset coaches online who are asking for money, that people deserve to be compensated for their time and their expertise and their energy. So do you, all of you. Whatever you want someone to pay you for your time, your energy, your services, and your products, whatever you ask for, you deserve to have it. Okay? So if anyone is offering a service or a product to you online, if you don't like what the price is or you don't want to pay for it, then just don't. But, you know, for someone who works for herself, I'll be damned if anyone tells me not to ask for money for my services. However, on this channel, I offer services free all the time. Like, I literally do workshops all the time for free. And then after that, if you want to do further one-on-one coaching, then usually you guys will reach out to me. That's how it works. Oh, hi, my dear old friend. Oh, it's okay, but my dear, just listen in. So let's talk about creating a vision for your life. Okay, so for someone who has created her own vision for her life, 2 years later, I'm living it. And I would have been able to live it sooner had I allowed myself to dream and not give so many excuses as to why I could not have something. So the first thing I did was I got a vision. I was like, okay, I want to work from home. I want to have my own time to myself. I don't want to work for anyone else. And I want to do something that I love to do, and I want to have multiple sources of income. Okay? So I knew that I wanted to work online with multiple sources of income, doing something that I love to do. Right now my house is calm. My husband doesn't come home until 5. But I've been here playing and doing stuff that I desire to do for the entire day. And so I had this vision 2 years ago. And now I'm living it. Now, how did that happen? Guys, how did that happen? I had a strong desire. So I want to let you guys know, and if you can take notes or just keep a mental note of what I'm telling you, how I get to make the money that I desire to make. Now, you can never have too much cash. You can never have too much cash now. But I desired to just have peace and be creative. And that strong desire put me into a position to where I trust my intuition, and I went forward with it, and I created a YouTube channel. And over the course of 3-4 years, I did some dabbling. But when I decided to be serious about creating content for people to learn how to do what I did, my platform started to grow. So what I would say is that create a vision. That's the number one thing. Create a vision. What does your ideal day look like? And it's okay for you to just say, look, I don't want to work hard. I want to fall in love with what I do. So create a vision. And so what I want to show you guys is my birthday is tomorrow. And what I'm going to do on my Friday, because I want you guys to get used to coming to me on Fridays, but I might have to change it because you guys are showing up like today or maybe Fridays. I like Fridays because it's going into the weekend, but whatever. So this Friday, I'm going to do it's going to be a vision board party based on like the law of assumption and self-concept. But what I did is I just went to CVS. These are like 30 cents a copy. And I just printed out stuff that I really, really love. Like the reason why my channel is called FlyGIRLSManifesting. Hold on one second. I just took out my glasses and I feel like my nose is, child, can't look crazy on camera now. But FlyGIRLSManifesting, I'm a 90s baby. I love 90s like culture. So these are the original Fly Girls. And thank you guys. So yeah, so you see, it's all flavors of the rainbow of Fly Girls. These are the original Fly Girls. And like this, I printed this out many months ago. And just for visuals, I created, this is me at 19 years old. So 37 to 19. You guys see? I've had locks for a very long time. And I'm about to get my bangs back again. But that's me at 19 when I first moved. Well, yeah. No, this is not me at 19. This is me at 23. I'm sorry, when I moved to New York. Not 19, but this is me at 23 when I moved to New York. Because I took this at my first apartment. Yeah? So I went and I printed out a bunch of images that I wanted to create a vision board. Not just because of things that I want to create, but things that remind me of where I've come from. Because your dream life has to also include the things that you're grateful for and the people who love and adore you, right? Yeah, you guys are gonna see my. Oh, you guys don't really see my hair. Yeah, my hair. I cut this off, girl. This was if I was 23 and I'm gonna turn 37. Do the math. This is my second thing of locks, and all that black hair there that you see, I need to recolor it. But you know, like I reflect on like this beautiful 23-year-old woman who came to New York with a dream. So creating a vision for your life requires for you to pull the great things from your life. Who gives a damn about what happened to you and oh my goodness, no, pull from the things that you did, that you accomplished. Because those are the things that you're manifesting now. Even if you think about the past, you're doing it in the present. And so when you think about your past and all the things that you loved about your past, only pull the good, because pulling the bad is not going to help you, right? These are pictures too. That's me and my, well, he was my boyfriend at the time. But just like looking at like, this is me as a restaurant manager. That was when I was like 29. So just so you guys know, my birthday, I use it to reset. You know, like I use it to reflect, to see like, girl, look at how far you came. It don't matter what happened, all the bullshit that you couldn't go through. When you create a vision for your life, you need to take everything that you can that made you who you are now and put that vision in your mind for what you're going to do moving forward. You're supposed to look at things from your past or things that, you know, you learn from in a positive light. This is your life. You know, this is a 16-year-old Danielle is still a part of me as a 37-year-old, but I can't go back and look at all the bad shit that happened to me then. No, I'm going to pull pictures from me being, you know, happy. So just a little trip down memory lane. That's me as a restaurant manager. I think I was like 29 then, so that was probably about 9 years ago, right? And I just have so many pictures. This is when I got married. I got married at the courthouse. Thriving. That's me, my mom, and my husband. We got married at the courthouse. Saved that money and bought what we own now. We own our stuff now. And I just have so many pictures of things like people who inspire me, like Erykah Badu. This is the type of body I would love to have. So here's what I would tell you guys is that whenever you create a vision for your life, use pictures, use music, use your imagination. How many people just listening to me right now has put together a visual? I'm not saying you got to do a vision board like me. I'm a creative person. But how many of you guys have a vision? Like if you were to create a little 10-second scene of your life in the next 2 weeks, what would it look like? Would you be jumping up and down for joy because you got something that you desired to have? Or would you be going out on your first date with your lover that you just met, that you've been manifesting. What does that look like? If you're not like me, that you need to cut pictures out, because I like to write, I'm creative. But if you actually think about it, when you visualize something with an intense emotion, you've already impressed your subconscious. And a lot of you guys are doing this, but you're not doing it consciously. I want you guys to create your life consciously, you know? Whenever you have a strong emotion about something, that creates a stamp on your subconscious, your spirit, you know? So, you know, just create an imagery. Like, I love Aaliyah, baby girl, so she's gonna go on my image board too. She reminds me of my childhood. This is when me and my husband first started dating. We was at Universal Circus. And it was one of our first dates that we went out on. That was years ago. So all I'm saying is that, like, it doesn't take much to print out a couple of prints. I just went through like what I'm gonna be doing, and this takes like literally a day to do. I'm not gonna even hold you guys like, oh yeah, you can just, no, take a day to yourself on your day off. Tell your kids, your husband, your lovers, and just put people on notice and say, look, please don't bother me today. And then take a day to create a vision for your life. Right? Yes. That is so perfect. And I'm telling you guys, okay, so Ma S or MAS, I love your name. But and I know you've been here for a long time, so I appreciate you for being here. Pinterest is great. But what I'm saying to people too, when you use Pinterest, does it pop up constantly where you see it? Because repetition of imagery, it will program you, and you don't have to do repetition. Like, you know how people are saying like affirm all day or flip the thoughts, but you can do that. But if you use imagery around your house that has an emotional connection to you, and you post things up that make you feel really great about yourself, even on your phone. I'm going to show you guys too in Canva how I do a collage. And then what you do is you download it to your cloud or whatever that, and then you just post it up on your phone. And then every time you swipe on your phone, this is for you guys who are listening, this is how you create too, because your subconscious mind is always listening, watching, feeling, recording. And as soon as you have an emotional reaction, you may not be aware of it, but your subconscious is recording it. So let's just say you look at something and you have an emotional reaction to it. It's like, oh, okay. So the best thing you could do is create imagery. Tip that I've learned to manifest: you use your phone all the time. Please put something on your phone that you want to manifest. You can put it in words or imagery. Download it to your phone. And then every time you swipe your phone on, you see it. Don't even worry about like doing anything. Just the fact that you see it every time that you swipe, and it will trigger something in you that is connected to the emotion and the intention of what you're manifesting, right? You have the widget. Yep. Right? So you said the biggest lesson you learned is that recently is other people's win is not my loss. Yeah, and I tell people all the time, whenever you see somebody winning, you need to congratulate them and be happy for them. I'm going to be honest with you guys. There are a lot of people on YouTube in this little sector of manifesting that have copied my content, like literally word for word. And I used to feel bad about that, but what I said is that, you know what, at the end of the day, I can't stop people from copying me. It doesn't really matter to me, because at the end of the day, YouTube is not my only source of income. Like, I don't do mindset coaching just to make money. I do it to help people who look like me, number one, and number two, the people who come to me for one-on-one coaching, they've already been watching my content, so they already know what they're going to get, which is someone who's going to take their time and work with them. So Um, so let me show you guys something on Canva that I want to show you. Child, who copy? I test this out. There are YouTubers right now that all of you, we share, just so you know, look, I'm not a YouTuber like, oh, I'm too spiritual, I'm not going to call anyone out. No, motherfucker, I will call your ass out. I've personally had to email someone and say, excuse me. Now, I can't tell you not to copy my background or nothing, but you're literally copying my description box and putting it onto yours. What's good, sis? I'm like Nicki Minaj when she called out Miley Cyrus. Like, so yeah, we gonna address this bitch that was talking about me in the media. Miley Cyrus, what's good? That's how I am, because I don't play those type of games. Because it would have been easier for someone to just be like, hey, can we collaborate? But if you're gonna copy and paste, boo, then I'll call you out. But it's all good, because at the end of the day, I can't stop people from copying me. It just means that, you know, the content that I'm putting out, people are so needy and desperate to have you guys pay them. And what I am doing is I'm leading people to their own spiritual freedom by learning how to control what their mind does and create a vision that nobody can take away from them. So you see, because I'm a righteous person, the work that I do behind the scenes, that's what I get the most gratitude from. You know what I'm saying? Like my life, I'm gonna be blessed regardless. I have clients from other things that I do. I'm a social media manager. I do other stuff. My channel could be a lot popular if I did clickbait, or maybe if I was lighter or a different race. But or maybe if I put in more work. I'm not gonna blame nothing on nothing, but I know that I'm here to do the work that the Most High has called me to do, and the vision for my life involves you guys. And so I do address copycats in private. I'll be like, okay, what's good, sis? What's good? It ain't just you copying the head wrap. It's like you copy and pasting. What's good? And then usually they stop. So that's what I want you guys to understand, is that you get to decide how your life works. You get to decide what you allow, what your standards are. My standards require for me to show up in a way that people don't disrespect me. That's why my relationships with specific people, like romantic people, co-workers, if you desire to have someone in your life treat you a certain way, you need to like speak up and do it with a tone that's going to let people know, like, okay, she's not the one to be played with. That's what the men in your life, the women in your life, and all that good stuff. Aw, thank you, my dear. Appreciate you, Nate. I found your account today, and I'm really glad I did. Okay, well, thank you for being here. New subscriber, yay! Well, you're in good hands, boo. Because I don't play those silly rabbit games here. We manifest our best lives, and we deal with self-concept and spiritual law of assumption, Neville teachings, and many other things, okay? So, thank you for being here. So, since you guys are asking questions, I'll answer some questions, no problem. Jillian said, I have started a new job recently, and I work long hours, and I'm extremely busy. I feel like I barely get time to consciously create and focus on my SP or the desires I'm wanting. Okay, so here's what I would say. When I was a bartender, and I felt the pressure of that, I never had a day that I could just focus on myself until I really decided, and I want you to listen to me, Jillian. Are you subscribed to the channel? If you're not, then consider subscribing, just so you know, because I have some new subscribers. I started a new job. Yes, okay. Now, here's what I would like for you to consider. You started a new job. So you need to set up in your mind how you expect people to treat you at your new job, number one. Number two, on your days off, let's consider what you're doing on your days off. Do you get any days off? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, yes, she's new. Welcome, Jillian and Nate. So this is what I would say. On your new job, congratulations for that. You need to decide how you expect to be treated on your new job. Because people can feel how you're giving off your energy. And when you're creating your vision for how you want your life to go, remember, if you guys looked at the description, I asked you, how do you expect your ideal day to go? Like, even if you don't know, like, how you want your life to go, let's just start with a day. How does your ideal day look? Even with your work situation. Start there with the people that you work with. And then what you will be able to do is see, okay, I need to affirm that people treat me with love and respect. I'm really great at my job. I was hired for the position because, let's just face it, they need me. Whatever you have to do to pump yourself up and be your own cheerleader. And also, with the being busy, let's explore like your days off. Because I remember I used to come up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And the next day I would just sleep in all day. And I was like, no. There's a way that you can still create beautiful life even working. So instead of considering yourself a busy person, why not affirm that? Start to get in your spirit, how can I balance my work life with my actual real life, that I deserve to have peace and to do whatever I want to do with no stress? Get into that, like, how can I create that? So the solution would be, how can I create an atmosphere in my life where even though I feel like I'm working this new job, but on my days off, can I create an atmosphere where I can give myself time to do what I want to do? Because you deserve to have work-life balance. That's the reason why I work for myself now. 13 years in the restaurant industry in New York City. 7 years of the 13 years as a restaurant manager. Working 60 hours a week. Girl, I understand. And I wasn't able to create a work-life balance. That's why I don't do it anymore. But for those of you who still do, this is what I would suggest. If I had go back, knowing what I know now, knowing that I create the words that you speak, Jillian. Or Gillian. Is it Gillian or Jillian? Also, okay. The last thing I want to answer for you is, do you have any suggestions on how to live in the inn? You have to answer, what is your ideal day? And be unapologetic about what you desire. You said, hold on, let's see the nails. These are neon nails. These nails are actually green neon. It's not showing up on camera. Maybe if I put it up against, they're actually super neon green. But Jillian, yes, so living in the inn, I'm just gonna tell you, when you're living in the inn, can I give you a tip? And it's not that you have to take my advice on it, like, and do it the way I do it, but how I've been able to stay in the inn is, before I go to bed, I imagine myself being super excited about the end result. So let's just say you buy a car. It's neutral. And or let's just say you're manifesting a new car. Okay? There's a lot of stuff in between, so we're not going to worry about that. But let's just say like the excitement of something new my mother-in-law bought me a sewing machine, and I'm just like excited to open it for my birthday. I'm like, oh my god, I got a sewing machine, because I manifested that. I didn't think that she was going to get it. I mentioned it months ago. I was actually going to buy it myself, but she remembered it and got it for me. So I'm like, yeah, that's a manifestation, because I was going to get it, but she got it for me. But the excitement, I remember imagining myself sewing like stuff for next summer, because I want to start making my own tops and dresses. So I started imagining myself and getting excited and seeing myself sewing. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I need to start. So I started looking at sewing machines. And within a month and a half, I have a sewing machine here. I didn't pay not one dime for it. Doesn't matter where it came from. So the living in the in is the excitement and creating, using your imagination and feeling how you were feeling. Also putting yourself in the position of someone who would be using the car, or you would be using the sewing machine, or you would be kissing, hugging, caressing, making love to the lover, the SP, a specific person. Whatever it is that you're desiring to have, the end result of it would be you imagining what you would be feeling as you are partaking in activities. The activities of your desire is what you need to explore, and do it unapologetically. Don't make it something that's like, oh, I'm manifesting now. It's like you're already doing it anyway. You're already manifesting. So get over the term manifesting and just start really just allowing yourself to imagine and feel, and keep doing that. And do it like when you're in a relaxed state, like maybe before sleep is the best time to live in the in. The in is the feeling. What would you be smelling? Would there be music on? So that's what I would say. It has helped me a lot to just like go into my imagination. Nay, thank you for being. Is this the Nay that I know? Is this my Nay? Did you change your name? Or are you new to the channel? There's another Nay that I know. Do you have any tips on manifesting an SP back? Sometimes the time and being scared that it will take long still makes me worried. Well, let's not affirm that you're worried. I think words do matter. So instead of being worried, why don't we affirm that no matter what's going to happen, that you have control over your end. You have control over like what you decide you're going to start saying. So what you can start saying in your mind is that, okay, well, I imagine myself getting a call or text from him saying that, you know what, I've been missing you. Or, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, so what are you up to? Imagine the best outcome that you would like to happen and stay there, because you worrying about what could happen or what won't happen. That's not really helping you. That's going to just give you more of that. So being worried about something, it just means that you may have a little bit of a control situation, which is fine. We all want to be in control of our reality, but the truth of the matter is that we are. You know what you're in control of? Your thoughts. And the faith in your thoughts is where a lot of people get it confused. It's like they think if they think thoughts that are what they want, that overnight it'll just change. It's like, you have to persist in those thoughts. And when you see things in your 3D reality that don't make you feel good, you have to have things that you go to make you feel better. Like for me, it's my journal, or it's a playlist of music to distract me from my worry. So what I would ask you, Nate, is do you have like when you start worrying about you and your lover, your specific person, do you have something to kind of get your thoughts away from that's positive? Like a playlist, or you can start playing like a game on your phone, or you could read something that's not going to get you into those spiraling down thoughts. Because until you learn how to flip or shift your thoughts or your energy back into alignment with a person who is confident in what they're manifesting. It's like a muscle. You have to exercise it. But there are tools that you can use. Music. This is why I have this live going on today. It's called Being Creative. Creating a vision. Creating your dream life requires you to be very creative. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, I put on a really great reggae playlist. I was talking about this with a young lady in the chat. We were talking about this, but I put on really positive music or music that's gonna make me jump, and before I know it, I'm not even thinking about the bullshit that I was thinking about, and then my mind goes into a different stream of thought, right? Being scared, also too, Nay, I wanted to make this clear. You guys do know when you're manifesting like love in your life, that naturally whatever you chase after a lot, it's like it eludes you. So what I would say is to create imagery of you interacting with this specific person, but not recanting all the things that went wrong. Because if it's an ex or somebody that you're bringing back into your life, you have to recreate them into the person in your mind that you desire them to be. As long as they, not doing anything super abusive, like, is this just someone that you let go, or is it someone that, this is what I do with like personal coaching. I would have to go a little deeper, but because some people have a lot of resentment towards their specific people that they're bringing back into their life. And if you resent someone, it's going to be a lot more to go through with looking at them in a loving light. So you would have to release resentment and be willing to start over with your image of them. So if this person was an asshole when you was with them, or they said something that you didn't like, or they, you and the person ended on bad terms, for them to come back into your life a different person, it's going to require you to do the inner work about how you feel about them, because you want them back in your life. Most people would just recreate a new person, which would be a lot easier to some people, but I cannot tell you what you should and shouldn't want in your life. I would never do that. There are people who broke up with people, manifested them back, and now they're thriving. It just depends on what it is that you desire to have in your life. So that's what I would say. Thank you. Yeah, that's absolutely, yeah. Hi, Samsung. Thank you for being here. Oh, Nay, thank you for being here as well. You're new to the channel. Yay, Nay. Nay, just so you know, for you guys who I'm answering questions, because I don't want to keep you guys too long on here, you guys can always email me personally, and I can go more in depth with, like, I do email coaching, but whenever I announce it and I say, hey, email me, that means that you, Nay, who's new, and also, who else is new here? Jillian and Nay. If you guys want me to go in depth with your questions so that I'm not rushing through, because I want to kind of understand what you're saying, you guys can email me at FlyGirlsManifesting@gmail.com, okay? That's what I do with new subscribers. Like, this is not like okay, you're on my channel now, pay me your money for coaching. Like, it's not that serious. Like, I would much rather you guys know that you have someone who understands and has been through what you're going through, and I can most likely help you to change your mindset to make you more comfortable with your self-concept. That's really what I do with my coaching, is help you to work through your mindset with how you deserve to be treated, how people treat you in your mind, the conversations that you're imagining in your mind. If you can get that under control, you guys can manifest any person that you want in your life, any job situation that you want in your life. When you get those conversations that you're not paying attention to in order. Okay? So, Fly Girls Manifesting at gmail.com. Please email me if you have any questions. That goes for anyone, okay? Please do. So yes, oh, Jillian, thank you. My hair is so long. Like, you guys, that's why I always wear it wrapped up. My hair is like almost like down to my it's past my butt, so it's really long. I'm not cutting it again though. I've cut my hair so many times. Nay says the desired end for me right now is marriage. Oh, so then you definitely need to email me, because I am married. And the way I manifested my marriage, you guys will call it a specific person, but the way I manifested it was, I was very mentally strategic and emotionally detached. So I knew what I wanted. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to chase after it though. Like, I want the Most High to bring me what I need to do for me to feel worthy with myself in relationships before I decide to legally marry someone. Okay? Just saying, like. So, yeah, you definitely should email me, because I definitely manifested my husband. He divinely came to me the way I manifested him. Well, the timing of the manifestation, that's the fun part, guys. And this is what I want you guys to understand, is that you don't get to decide all the time when you're meant. You get to decide how much resistance you will release. With your manifestations, if you can release the resistance and accept that your reality is moving in your favor, as soon as you do that and you intentionally do that with a pure intention, that's when you see synchronicities. You start seeing your SP's name all over the place, or you start hearing certain things. When you are in a space where you can lower your resistance to what it is that you desire to have, and it's genuine, not saying, oh, I release it. No, that's not how it works, dears. You can say you're releasing something, but until you actually really do it, you will still come in battle with timing. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Timing, that doesn't really exist in like the realm of like spirituality. Scientifically, if you guys research like time, it doesn't really exist. We give time meaning. You know how you wake up and you feel like you ain't got a goddamn dime of sleep? And then sometimes you feel like, oh my goodness, how long was I asleep? Because your perception of time is based on whatever you decide that it is. Sometimes you feel like your day is super long, and sometimes you feel like the hours are going by. Why is that? I've manifested money overnight. Large amounts of money where a client bought something and I was like, oh shit. And then another amount, it took me a month and a half to do something, and I finally got it. It just depends on what you personally think that you can release. Resistance is the best way to manifest with time. If you can get yourself into a space where you just affirm that, okay, I want it to happen now, but if it doesn't happen now, I'm okay with that, because I know that time is an illusion, and it could happen tomorrow or it could happen next week. But most time, I'm okay with whatever you give me. Like, if you start getting yourself into the habit of knowing that it could happen tomorrow or it could happen next week, don't even say it could happen 2 years. Just like get yourself in the mind frame of that time is an illusion, and that it's gonna happen when you decide that it doesn't need to happen. And no manifestation freaking coach can tell you when that's gonna happen. I'm not you. All I can tell you is that I've manifested things overnight when I have magically just released it. And that usually happens when I'm falling asleep, just so you know. Neville Gardner talks about S.A.T.S, and that is actually something that I teach my clients. Like, if you can fall asleep in the desired state of already having what it is, your time would like do this, because consciously you're paying attention to all this stuff, but subconsciously when you fall asleep, there's no resistance. So if you fall asleep in a state of someone who already has it, it goes into your subconscious with no resistance, and then when you wake up, you've saturated your subconscious mind, and then now you can go about your day and trusting that things will come to you as quickly as you would just allow it to come. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, it's something that I can tell you that has happened to me and many others, but until you experience it, the letting go part of it, it kind of, people try to explain it, and I'm just like, you really can't explain it step by step. You have to experience it, right? But it can happen overnight. Time is like, it's a freaking illusion. Like, it's crazy. Nay. So start affirming that. So the focus, I'm gonna tell you something, Nay, that I think might help you. Focus as well, because we just talked about that time is not an illusion. When you're creating your ideal day, you're creating a vision for your life. You cannot focus on what someone did, because your reality is yours to create. So if somebody didn't contact you, they ghosted you, okay, acknowledge that it happened. So now you can create your ideal scenario. You can go back in your mind through imagination and recreate the fact that it didn't happen. That is a thing. You can revise things, but when you revise it, you can't revise it with doubt. I want to show you guys something, okay? I want to show you guys my notebook. This is how I manifest things, like what you're saying, Nay, is the ghosting and stuff like that. I'm going to show you guys how I've been able to manifest things in the that I want it to happen in the future, but writing it as if it already happened. This is my notebook. It's not a journal. This is a scripting notebook. I'm going to show you guys some things that has, and you're going to see some stuff that I can like prove with my subscribers and stuff like that, or my platform. So I'm going to show you guys, okay? Because, and you don't have to script. You don't have to do anything I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I did, okay? Isis, oh no, you are so on time. Blue Lotus is my muscle. He's the masculine energy in here. Thank you guys for being here. You said, how did you let it go? I started to let things go. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I realized that the more I worried about something, it just kept showing up. And I got tired of worrying about it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to let it go. And then the first time I did that, and then like it happened where what I was trying to make happen and focusing on it. So your focus is what is causing you guys to not get your manifestations. If you're focusing on what didn't happen, this is how consciousness works. Okay, so when you're conscious of something, okay, like my glasses. You guys are conscious of the fact that I have glasses on, right? So this is something that you're paying attention to. Now, if you stare at my glasses long enough, you're going to start to notice certain things about my glasses. That it's a yellow frame, there's a black frame, they're a little bit wide on my face. When I look up, you're going to be able to see that my screen is in my thing. So if you focus on what's going on with my glasses for 2 minutes, you just literally started to manifest. You might if you focus on my glasses for about 2-3 minutes intensely, you might start to see people with these type of glasses on later today or tomorrow. There's someone that I work with today in here. I had her imagine a blue ball. Her and I working together. She doesn't have to make herself known, but if she wants to, she can. I imagine her with a blue ball in her hand. I asked her to imagine it during a meditative session that we were doing, and within 4 days, the image of that blue ball showed up in her consciousness in a picture. She has never ever had someone ask her to imagine a blue ball that she told me. And even if she did, she didn't realize that the blue ball was something that she could actually not only in her imagination see, but then see in a picture. And when she said, "Oh my God, it came in a picture," I said, "Yeah, that's how it works. You focus on something more than 2 or 3 minutes intensely, it starts to create for you. So the focus on what you don't have is the reason why you get more of it, because it's just, nobody can explain how this shit works except for the fact that we know that what you focus on the most is what you get more of. So now that you know that, even if you feel like, oh my God, why is he not calling me? Or, oh my God, am I going to get this job? Or, man, I really want to lose 20 pounds, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this diet together. It's okay for you to express how you feel, but as soon as you express how you feel, now that you know how everybody on YouTube has been telling you guys, we all know that consciousness works, that what you focus on the most, you get more of. This is a scientific fact. So now that you know that, you know that even though you may feel bad about something, the thing that you can do is accept that you feel the way that you feel, and as soon as you're done feeling that way, immediately go to, what can I do to recreate that situation? So instead of saying he ghosted me, you would say, at the end of the day, he's working on what he needs to work on, but me and him, we're communicating. I love the fact that he and I are communicating. Some people may say that's being delusional, but that's how imagination works. How many people in this world have created things out of nothing? Were they being delusional? No, they were refusing to accept their reality as the final answer. Look at people in this world who have created beautiful things. They didn't just sit back and say, oh yeah, I want this. No, they had opposing thoughts too, but they just was like, no, I'm not going to accept that. No. You don't know why that man or that person that you're manifesting, man or woman, is, why do you think the person is ghosting you? You don't know. They may be having a mental breakdown. They may be needing to be by themselves. People are not your puppets. You know, when you're creating your love and your specific person, give them some grace to put yourself in their shoes. Like, okay, they might be trying to figure out the best way to communicate with you. Maybe they're trying to realize, like, okay, I really want to be with this person, but I don't know how to tell them. So I'm not saying give them an excuse, but I'm saying, like, maybe the person who you think ghosted you is actually trying to figure out how to, like, come correct to you. Why not think about it that way? And then you can create in your mind a scenario where he or she calls you and says, look, I don't know what I was thinking, but I really would like to start fresh with you because I want to be in your life and I want you and I to build a relationship. Why not imagine a person saying that? It could happen. It's happened to many people in this world. Right? Candace, email me at FlyGirlsManifesting@gmail.com. Okay. Thank you, Candace, for being here. So, Isis says, so turn your attention away from it. Turn your attention not away from it. Turn your attention to something that makes you feel better. Remember, today we're talking about creating a vision for your life. What does your ideal day look like? Manifesting should be fun. Samsung says, do I believe in people having free will? I hate answering that question, but what I will tell you, I'll tell you what I think, and then you guys can gather. Coco Brown, my baby. Paige. Hey, I haven't seen you guys in so long. I'm sorry. I'm fanning out. This is my homegirl. Hi. Okay, so thank you, Coco. Tell them, girl. Hit that like button. So Coco Brown, I'm sorry. Samsung, when people ask me, do I believe in people having free will? Here's what I do believe. I'm just going to be honest. There have been times where, because I have a very strong connection to my husband, all right, get something off my, because I have a strong connection to my husband, basically, there have been a lot of times where I have strongly thought of something and he's either said it, weird, or I've thought of him bringing something home. I do this all the time with him, and he'll come in the house with it. And I did it with something that he would normally not pick up, just to be sure that I wasn't tripping, and he still did it 2 days later. So I think I have created an assumption about my husband that he and I are connected, and I think energetically we are, because something beyond our physical is connected. So I create a scenario in my mind where my husband and I, we are connected, because energetically we are connected to people. And so I created the assumption. I created my reality that my husband and I are connected. So I believe that I created a scenario in my reality to where, my husband and I can energetically connect, and we do. So that's what I do believe, that you can mentally transmute energy to people that you have a strong connection to. So why is it where, think about this, have you guys ever been in this situation where you're sitting in New York, because we sit on the trains here, where you're sitting and you're doing this and you're just looking, and then you do this because somebody's staring at you? My cat did it to me 2 days ago. I was doing something and then I looked over and he was staring at me. Why did I feel the need to like stare over at him or turn over to him? It's because energetically people can think thoughts about you, and it can permeate out to you. I do believe that. And so if you know how to use that, you can influence people to, on your behalf, sign things that you need them to sign for you. You can influence people with your own mind energy, I believe this, to approve you for things, to call you, to text you, to give you things, because there is an energetic field that we all share. And if you are connected to a person intensely, I do believe that you can connect with that person on a thought base. But here's where it gets a little tricky. If a person does not want to be bothered by you, then you sending a thought out to them, it won't reach them. So that's my thing on free will. I think it's very possible to influence people with your thoughts. I've done it before. And I know other people have done it many times. But it takes a very strong connection, I believe, to knowing that you can do that. Because I don't want people to think that like people are your puppets, but they kind of can conform to your reality now. I had a guy at my job that I could not stand, and by the time I left there, we were like really like cool with each other, and everyone else hated him, but he and I, we was cool. Because I changed him in my mind. In a conversation that I imagined he and I having about like Spike Lee movies, he brought it up. So how did that happen? That's why I'm like, do people have free will? Or do we just bend our thoughts into their reality that fits our reality on different parallels? Look, it gets a little tricky, but I mean, I'm just telling you, I've done it before. I've actually had people in my mind say something, and I've had a strong connection, and then they've said it or they've done it. So, and I'm not the only person. Thank you, Isis. I love your name, Isis Amanru. I know Amon Ra. I'm sorry, Amon Ra. Ra is like it's a vocal. Ra is like a mantra. It's like a connection to a mantra, right? When you say Ra, it vibrates a different way. I used to study tonality. I used to chant back in the day when I was into other spiritual practices, which I still love. Coco Brown, thank you. Miss you, my dear. So here's what I like to also do, because we've been on for an hour now, is November 1st, I'm doing a self-concept workshop, but it's not gonna be like the mess that I'm seeing on the manifestation community. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really don't like what I'm seeing. It's like people just wanting to get people's money. It's looking a little cray out here. I have a lot of new subscribers. For those of you who are here, please email me if you would like to do a 2-hour workshop on Zoom. I'm going to do it on Zoom. And it's basically going to be, look, this is for those of you, because 6 months ago, Coco Brown knows this, because her and I have worked together before. Yes, Ra is the Egyptian god of fire and earth. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Lotus. I'm like, I know that Ra has a meaning. I love, thank you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm growing as well as a person who creates content. So a lot of you guys have attended just like personal workshop, but this one's going to be different. Because I'm actually doing this as my first beta. It's like my first workshop ever. For 6 months, I've been creating this workshop. And I want you guys to be the first people to experience it for free. If you show up, you show up. If you don't, the next time I present it, it's going to be for a significant amount of money. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I've been watching what people are doing on this social media manifesting community, and it's a hot mess. A lot of the stuff that people are teaching is just stuff that they Google online. And I've taken the time to have clients and taken notes on things that really matter to people. Not just like getting material things, but like understanding how your mind works, how you personally manifest. The way you manifest things is not the way I manifest things, but there are some principles, there are some spiritual principles now that you cannot stir around. It's like gravity. What goes up must come down. I don't give a damn if you think you can jump off a building and then you can suspend yourself. In this current 3D reality, your ass is hitting the ground. Now, have I flown in my dreams? Yes, I have. I know how to fly in my dreams. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about how to make your reality, how to create your 3D reality in here, in your mind. A lot of people say that they can't visualize. Baby, you don't have to visualize necessarily to create your world. It's it's what you're hearing in your mind as well that's creating. You know, there's some people that have a condition, it's called like aphantasia or something like that, where they can't even see physical images. And these people still manage to manifest the things that they desire. Who is the celebrity that has this condition? I don't wanna say the person's name and get it wrong. It's not Jim Carrey. It's someone very famous that we know that has this condition, and they talk about how they would imagine themselves getting like a congratulation email, or it might be Jim Carrey, where he wrote down the check, and he every time he went in his wallet, he would see $1 million check. Well, it was right there. This is why we need to use images. If you use images of what you want, you don't have to visualize it. And this is what I want this workshop to be around. Whatever your limitation you think is that you got. Some people, they say their brain is all over the place. That shit don't matter. People with ADD are out here being millionaires and living their best life. People out here drinking and smoking and living their best life. I think we fight more for our limitations of what we think we can't do instead of starting to decide, okay, what do I like? I like to listen to music. What is it that you love to do all the time? That's how you manifest. If you like to drink alcohol all the time and drink and smoke, and you still have money and you still like your life, that's how you manifest. I'm not saying that it's a good way to manifest, but you still get to decide how you manifest. We want to manifest on a high vibration. And the highest vibration that I found that you guys can manifest on is creating images. You don't have to lay in your bed each and every night, but if you put these images around you, when you go open your refrigerator and there's an image of your favorite car, maybe a Jeep. Okay, your subconscious is picking that up. Okay, she wants a Jeep. She's already imagined herself driving a Jeep. You do that and just open that. Every time you open that refrigerator and you see that image, you are subconsciously programming yourself to have that show up in your reality. Just like you watch television all the time. Just like the music that you're being programmed unconsciously. So my goal is to teach you guys how to consciously manifest, okay? And with the workshop that I'm doing November 1st, I have already formulated for 6 months through all the coaching that I've done, and it's been a lot. Through all the videos that I've made, all the live. I have over 200 videos. 200 live videos. They're all private now because they're going to my membership. Each one of those videos is 1 hour. I have over 200 videos in 6 months of content. And what I have learned is that the one thing that people do is they fight for their limitations. Because there are some shitty people in this world that have manifested great things. So please believe that you are not going to be able to convince me that because your circumstance is one way now, that it can't be different a month from now. I'm not convinced because it's too many variables. You get to decide what reality you'd like to have. And once you realize that you're not alone, you're not the only person going through the stuff that you're going through. So decide what you would like to experience and stay there. Yeah, but he did this to me. Okay. Now go back to your desired reality. Yeah, but I just don't think it's fair. Okay, that's cool. Go back to your desired reality. And the easiest way to do it is to create around you a vision. Okay? Now, I want to share with you guys my notebook, and then I'll get you guys out of here because it's over an hour. I don't want to keep you too long. What I've been able to do, yeah, Jim Carrey did that, right? Oh yes, well, Blue Lotus, you're right on the frequency because my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell you guys every single year on my birthday it's my new year. So I treat my birthday as my new year. And on my birthday, what I do is I create a new vision. So I'm lining it up. Also, my birthday is close to the January New Year that you guys celebrate. So by January, I've already recreated my life, and so I'm not celebrating a new year in January. January is not even a real new year for the earth anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But hey! Oh my god, I just got chills. Is it your birthday for real? Oh my god, your birthday is October 19th? That's my real birthday. I celebrated my actual birthday party and stuff this Saturday, but My actual birthday is the 19th. Happy birthday, Isis. That is so amazing. Girl, you have to email me, please. Isis, make sure you email me because I want to like give you some good energy. So this is perfect. So you see how the energy, like I'm getting chills. So on my birthday, I use it as celebration because everybody loves their birthday for the most part. Most people, like we all like to celebrate. So that day I celebrate it as my reset, right? So for me, I go back and I look at the year, everything that worked and things that I'm like, okay, you could do better with this. But guess what I've been doing? Not saying you have to do this because some people hate scripting, but I scripted throughout my whole entire year, right? And what I would tell you guys is that, let me just show you what okay, so what's today's date? Today is October 18th. Let's see what I was doing last year, October 18th. Okay, so for the month of October, what I wrote is that many, many blessings have been coming into my life. I am so safe and secure financially. My loving thoughts about my life have created a wonderful whirlwind of abundance. I am happy with being self-employed and having clients who love the work I do for them. It's wonderful to know that I am capable of creating lucrative sources of income through the power of my mind, my talent. I love myself. I honor my commitments. Nothing but goodness follows me. What else did I write? God blesses me with lucrative sources of income. I love my positive thoughts. Money comes to me easily. Money is my friend. Large sums of money come to me in safe, loving, healthy, harmonious ways. My $8,000 a month came in the most beautiful way. Now, I wrote that in October, right? Hold on. You guys can see it. It's in October. Well, I will tell you guys that definitely has come true. And any place that I flip from even the summer of last year, I just wrote it down in advance. And now a year later, it literally, like any place that I flipped this, I started in 2019. No, I started, oh no, this says, okay, this one I started May 2020 of last year. From May 2020 of last year to May 2021 of this year. And up until, I have more up until December. I think I stopped in December. No, I stopped in February. So I have literally a whole year of me just scripting and me putting things in existence before it happened. And I did that because I wanted to focus on not only what I can create here, but what I can speak into existence. Because I'm going to leave you guys with this, just so you know. What happened in your past is relevant because it happened to you, so I'm not going to discredit you from that. But when you think about your past and you recreate feelings from your past, you're doing it in the present. And the only thing that you're creating that's going to manifest in the future is what you're doing right now. 20 minutes ago, I was talking about something, that's the past. 2 seconds ago, that's the past. A second ago, that's the past. You guys get the point. So what I want to express to you is that you don't have to do what I do, but just take note from a person who used to feel like they could not get out of financial debt. I worked 60 hours a week, never had time for myself. I gained a lot of weight. Let me show you guys this real quick. I'm going to share my screen. This is how big I used to be. And it's no shade to anybody else, but I'm just saying for me, because I worked so much, I was overeating. And I couldn't even get control of it. And after a while, like medically, I had to, like the doctor's like, you're going to have to, you know, you're pre-diabetic, so you're going to have to get this. It became a medical situation, okay? It was a whole thing. So let me show you guys this. So this is what I used to look like. Let's see. Oh, you guys want to say something, Ray and Sha? Hold on. Let me show you guys this. So, because I want you guys to see, like, this was not like this was something that I really had to like let people know. So you see this picture right here in the far down on the right? This was me at 167 pounds, almost 170 pounds. And this is me, look here, on the left, down at the very bottom. Now, what happened right here with this purple background? I think I was like 120 pounds there, and here 170. What had to happen? And right now I'm 127, so I'm a little bit under 130. But what had to happen between this person here on the far right and this person here on the left? Okay, because for me, what had to happen for me was the way I spoke about myself. Just saying. And for any of you guys out there that want to change your life in any way, if you're happy with your size, it's good. I'm not doing this to, shame anybody who may be heavier. I'm saying for me, I'm 4'11". If you look at the person on the right over here versus this person that's right there on the left with the purple, which looks more like me now. I actually have on the same shirt. There had to be a shift. And you can do this with anything. I've maintained my weight within 10 to 15 pounds for over 6 years. And it's just because in my mind, I've created a vision for myself that I don't want to be unhealthy to the point where I have a health issue. So, just so you guys know, like, I know how to create in my mind the image of what I desire to have. I just know how to do it. Who is this? Who are these people? You guys have something to say? Ah, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so you guys just probably clicked the link. Okay. I appreciate that. All right. So, oh, hold on one second. There's someone that's sending me a private chat. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, people are clicking on the link so that they're coming up in my backstage. I thought you guys wanted to say something. So here's what I'll leave you guys with. Is I want you all to know that on my channel, I will always speak about spiritual law, whether that's the law of assumption, law of vibration, but most importantly, my channel is dedicated to making sure that your mind is in alignment with the things that you say you desire by doing what? Restructuring what you vision for your life. Think about it. If you start today, next month, you could have a whole completely life in only 30 days. Like, it doesn't take that long. A month is a blip in your life. But it does scientifically take 21 to 30 days to create a habit. That's just, they've just done a test on that. Some of y'all are kidding yourself if you want to change like tomorrow. Like, it could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't, but I'm just saying if you just dedicate your time to knowing that within a couple of weeks you'll start to see yourself change if you commit to it. That's what I'm here for. That's the type of coaching I like to do. All I need you to do when you do coaching with me is a notebook and come ready to unravel your limiting beliefs about what you think you can do. People have healed themselves from cancer. People have been told that they couldn't walk and their asses is around here walking. So how did they do that? Their mind. If somebody can cure themselves from an illness or get themselves into the mindset of someone who's going to overcome their obstacles, and they do it and you see them do it, they're no different from you. Something shifted in their mind where they were just like, no, I'm refusing to accept no as an answer. When I was losing my weight and I wanted to get back on track, I was like, well, this is not an option. I can't do what I used to do anymore. The doctor told me, you're about to be a diabetic person, and when you're diabetic, you can lose limbs. I was like, oh, well, I'm too cute to lose my limbs. I need all of my limbs. I'm too cute to not have arms or toes. Because in my family, people have lost limbs from diabetes. So for me, because I didn't want the diabetes and because I needed to get healthier, I had no choice. And like that with everything, with my financial situation, I was like, well, I can't be broke and want to live a fabulous life. So what am I going to do to add value to the world? And once I add value to the world, people will be able to buy products and services. I went to work providing value, products and services, and within a month or so, people started to buy in. And I have not had an issue in the last 2 years of being self-employed entrepreneur. I've never had a bad month. Some months have been, a little, okay, but I've never had a bad month where like my money was funny, because I give a lot of value. So understanding where you are in your life and what you can do to shift your mind, I want to let you know I'm here to help you do that. Email me if you need it, and please participate in my free courses. And if you feel that you would like to get more support, then just let me know, like, hey, do you have openings for one-on-one? And then we can work through that. I don't give prices for one-on-one because it's based on what you need me to do. And I don't charge a lot for stuff like that because that's not my main source of income. I do it because I like to do it, and the compensation is usually very affordable, And most of the time I do free. So that's all I have to say for you guys who are here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to go and cook dinner. I'm going to go have some champagne because my birthday is tomorrow. And I'm going to start drinking tonight. Follow me on Instagram because I might go live on Instagram probably. I think I want to go live on Instagram. So I'll go live on Instagram probably in the next 30 minutes or so. Do we have any more questions? Thank you to all of the new subscribers. You're in for a ride on this channel. Feel free to email me, contact me, all that good stuff, okay? Any questions? Oh. Girl, I'm crazy. Yes, thank you so much. And I will say this before I go. Thank you guys for rocking with me, the ones who have been here, like the ones who show up all the time on my lives. I appreciate you. My channel, my content, I will be evolving. I will be evolving on this channel. I will never ever not give you the content that you subscribe for. So whatever you subscribe for, I can see. The analytics tells me when you guys subscribe, it tells me what video you subscribe from. So I know where people want me to like kind of still give information, but I want to really show you guys behind the scenes more. Instead of people just sitting up in the camera telling you that they've done stuff, I want to actually show you. Like, okay, this is what I'm manifesting. This is how I'm doing it. And then when the shit happened, I want to be able to show you that I did it. Because I think telling someone something versus actually showing them kind of how you move as a person who has manifested the things that I desired to be 6 figures. I desired to work for myself. I desired to have a husband. I'm doing more stuff. I'm improving my health, my wellness. So I have things that I'm working on. My channel, I would love for my channel to grow. I kind of took a break from it because I had so many clients over the summer that I really couldn't put out a lot of content, but I'm thankful for that because the clients that I had over the summer, they taught me a lot about what to do moving forward with the platform. So you guys are going to see some other stuff. Now, I'm an editor. Some of these people are lazy, but I actually edit my videos. And y'all gonna see some funny stuff on the channel. My hair is gonna come down. I'm about to take this off. You guys are gonna see my hair nice and luscious, different backgrounds, different content. I'm gonna be doing interviews on the channel with people who are not just talking about law of attraction, but like actual shit that matters in the world. Did we just come out of a whole what they call a panoramic? We can't say the word. People are fighting over whether they should get jabs and stuff, and I want to be the light in your world. You know, but I want to also shake up the content because everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's kind of like regurgitating content. And I'm not a follower and I'm not a copycat, so your girl's gonna have to switch it up. And you guys are gonna be right there with me. I know you will. Don't leave my channel. The best is yet to come. Alright, so I gotta get out of here. Thank you, Amy. Okay. I'll look for it, Amy. So everyone knows, okay? So November 1st, I'm going to be presenting a course that I've been working on. You guys, on my beta course. It's for free. But after that, anyone else that I offer it to, that price is going to be significantly up because it's I've been working on this for 6 months. While everybody's been running around copying each other and bickering and arguing, I've been just watching. Like the queen I am. Figuring out how to be what everyone else is not. In a positive way. Haha, can't copy me now. Copycats. Go get your own content. Alright guys, I gotta go. Bye-bye. Love ya. Meet me on Instagram if you guys have time, okay? I'll be over there in like 30 minutes.